Hey everybody, welcome to Outsider Reviews, and today we're going to talk about the April car sales for Canada. In 2021 and 2022, the traditional automotive spring selling season failed to materialize, with the April, May, June failing to climb significantly above March's total. Unfortunately, in 2023, it's the same pattern. While the market has now managed 6 consecutive months of percentage increases, the April total of 144,069 managed it still remains well below the pre-pandemic 180,000 units sold in the same month. That was the figures for 2019. Now, what are we looking at here? Are we looking at a seasonal change caused by pandemic? Meaning usually spring sales is actually quite higher than this, 180,000. Now we've been pretty much slightly increasing. We're 144,000. So it's been remaining flat as we look at the figures for the last 3 years. Well, I think yes, but no. So yes, the pandemic has done a whole reset of the automotive industry in Canada. We didn't have any cars. They were selling everything they possibly could for the last few years. Now, what that means for the future, well, that is still yet to come. So it's hard for us to tell, but I can give you my opinion about what I think is going to happen. Again, I think the next few months is still going to be flat. I think sales are not going to go up significantly, but they're also not going to go down significantly. Obviously, this depends on which every single manufacturer are going to have different brackets here, but what I see happening is in the summer, after we've had this third consecutive, mostly flattish spring season, perhaps we're going to see more incentives. I'm looking at middle of the summer, month of July, maybe end of July, and I'm thinking incentives are going to start coming in because sales are going to be underperforming what inventory has, because inventory has been raising slightly, especially when we compare it to the last year. So all these manufacturers are getting a little bit increase of inventory. Some are actually back to pre-pandemic levels with like 150 days supply, and some are quite short of that. The market's kind of all over the place. It really depends which manufacturers you're shopping for, which vehicles you're shopping for. But one thing's for certain is the sales are not performing as well as they should be, and that is expected. I mean, interest rates are very high. People are not stupid. Not as a whole. We don't want to spend more money than what we see the value in. We see a pickup truck that's selling for between $80,000 and $100,000, which 3 years ago probably would have sold around 60. And we're thinking, well, with all these harsh times that's happening right now, with all the high interest rates, our dollar value, we need to pay more attention to what the value is that you're getting when you're spending that kind of money. And right now, people are reluctant to spend that kind of money, and rightfully so. I believe we are in a recession, but fortunately for Canada, our inflation rate is going down. It's going down slightly, but we're not near the 2% inflation rate that the government slated. So these high interest rates, they're here to stay. I'm thinking at least another year. So we have another year of high interest rates. It's going to be interesting to see what the manufacturers do as far as incentivizing the market. I would like them to incentivize a little quicker, but as we know, these things take time. This has to hurt their pockets, and right now most manufacturers are doing well. Some are not doing as well. You have to target those if you're going to be negotiating any kind of deals. Now, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.